Mr. Soldier Man. Tomorrow is the day you go to war. Boy, you are fighting for another man's gun.
Especially on the political sphere, it is no longer news that most young people are actually clueless, especially when it comes to the international scene. Take for instance what's happening in Afghanistan right now. I had a little chat to some of my mates to see what they had to contribute as to this topic, and most of their answers were, let's just say, look, I even made a video you could watch for yourself.
Okay, do you have an idea of what's going on in Afghanistan?
Nah.
What's going on in Afghanistan? Do you have an idea?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, big man, what's your name?
My name is Samson.
Okay, do you have an idea of what's going on in Afghanistan?
Not really.
Okay. So do you have an idea of what's going on in Afghanistan?
What the guy? Guy, I have no idea, guy.
Did you just come out of a lecture or?
I didn't attend that lecture.
Oh, you didn't attend, okay. Do you have an idea of what's going on in Afghanistan right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That the president ran away, right? The president ran away, and some terrorists are running the country. Yeah.
In Afghanistan, you guys know what's happening there?
Yeah, I heard they're fighting. I don't really know what's the cause of the fight.
Concerning what's happening in Afghanistan right now as it relates to the Taliban. And trust me, I'm no political expert that should tell you all the tiny details of what is happening. Regardless, we'll have someone on the show right now that will do justice to that topic as much as you want. Please make welcome Age Stephen Kunav.
Any attempt to comment on the Taliban that is divorced from the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan will end in futility. The origin of Taliban has its way back, according to news sources, back to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in the 80s. When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in the 80s, one would discover that a resistant group or so many resistant groups were empowered to fight off the Soviet Union by the United States of America. And after that, when the Soviet Union withdrew, the Afghan government grew weak in the early 90s and collapsed. The group of Mujahideen, who were one of the resistance groups that were sponsored by the United States of America, grouped together and promised the Afghanistan people peace and stable governance. And they had to take over in 1996, and they ruled the country from 1996 there to 2001. In 2001, there was a sad turn of events when the 9/11 attack took place and 3,000 people died. The US had discovered, according to news sources, that the Al-Qaeda, who were responsible for that attack led by Osama bin Laden, had trained his troops and planned the attack in Afghanistan with the support of the Taliban government. 2 months later, President George Bush with his forces invaded Afghanistan and took over. The Taliban had to flee to different countries around, and the US had to place a US-backed Afghan government from 2001 down to 2020. In 2020, there was an agreement that was reached between the US government and the Taliban that there should be a peaceful negotiation between the Taliban and the Afghan government. However, what happened a few days ago is rather too unfortunate and sad, because the Taliban invaded Afghan government and took over every single provincial capital, even up to Kabul, which is the country's capital, and the president had to flee to another country. So many people have expressed pessimistic opinions as to the future of Afghanistan under the Taliban government. Why these opinions? It is due to the fact that when Taliban ruled the Afghanistan from 1996 down to 2001, there was a conservative and fundamentally strict adherence and interpretation of the Islamic law that were contrary to human rights. And I tell you, during that time, one would see that the right of women in that country limited. As to the recognition of the Taliban government in Afghanistan, so many nations and international organizations have not expressed a clear opinion. However, the Taliban government is being called to respect the fundamental human rights, international statutes, and the standards of rights in the nation to avoid public executions, floggings, and some of those extreme practices that had characterized the government the first time in 1996 down to 2001 when they
Well, if you ask me, this is just another example of a country spending billions of dollars in order to impress another country when that money could have been used to make their own country better. That sounds cliche, right? Well, like I said, I'm no political expert, so if you think we were totally off the point, or if you think there's more to this story because you somehow, some way happen to live in Afghanistan, you can leave whatever comments you have right down there in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel and share to your friends so they can also have as much fun as you're having. This is Campus Daily, and don't forget, what happens on campus doesn't stay on campus. My name is Makudi TV, and I'm your host. Catch us same time next week. Thank you.
There is fire on the mountain, and nobody seems to